Hello YouTube, Brent Pillar here with you, coming to you from Dumaguete City. Me and this Filipina are fixing to head to Valencia and go mooch on Aaron's swimming pool for a little bit. We headed up there and Filipina forgot the electric bill, so we had to go back and get it. See if we can't pay our $100 electric bill here in the Philippines.
More than that.
More than that? What do you mean more than that? 6,000 pesos?
7,000.
7,000's my ass. Oh shit. I'm driving like a Filipina. Look here, folks, come up to the Hideout. One of our favorite restaurants here. Aaron's got him a little. Did you get the pulled pork?
Yes.
I got the Philly cheesesteak. And the Filipina gets nothing. She got the pork ribs. We'll get a shot of them here in a minute. Woo-wee.
That coleslaw, that was good.
And the cookie at the end. Let's see what the Filipina got. We're gonna make her eat every bit of that too. Well, you got bread now. They used to not do that. Getting very fancy here at the Hideout. Y'all come check them out. Okay, folks. This Filipina's got me out at 5 o'clock traffic, 5:32 to be exact, and the traffic is crazy. We're right here in front of the Ace Hospital. It's not too bad right here. We come to the 7-Eleven to pay the electric bill. But yeah, getting here, it took forever. Told her I'm never getting out of 5 o'clock traffic again, folks. But we'll see. Made it back from Valencia, no problem. But when we got back, we realized we didn't go pay the electric bill, so we didn't want it to get dark unexpectedly. So we run to the 7-Eleven to pay it, but it took some doing to get here. What you got there?
I got coconut.
The coconut lady?
Our neighbor gave me coconut.
What are you
It's
gonna
nice.
What are you gonna do with them?
I'm gonna drink tomorrow morning for empty stomach.
Empty stomach drink, healthy?
For UTI.
UTI? You got a UTI?
I don't have UTI, but you need to clean.
I thought you brought them for me.
One for you and one for me.
Oh, now you're gonna give me
That's
one.
why I got two.
I guilted you into giving me one, huh? How's our driveway coming?
Well, I think I'm gonna fix that tomorrow or next day.
Look here, folks, got a big old pile of gravel. I don't know if you can tell. That's her pickup in the background. We're gonna smooth all that out and get that gravel laid so when it rains, we're not in a big old mud hole. We're gonna get to where we can use it kind of like a circle drive. Be able to, I don't know if you can tell, but you can circle around that tree and get back out of here. So do what? Oh, had a little family emergency today. The Filipina's nephew hit his head at school and kind of busted his head open. So I think they're on the way to Dumaguete to make sure everything's checked out. So the Filipina had to get crazy on the telephone with the teacher because the teacher just sent the kid home. Talk about with a concussion and bloody nose, and just, I guess it was a substitute teacher, so they just told the kid to walk on home. Hell, it's a half mile from home to where they live in Bonawan. So Filipina was upset. So anyway, I think they're headed here. They're going to take him to the doctors and make sure everything's okay. But that's what we're doing today. Okay, folks, headed down here to the coffee shop. Get me a little caffeine. See what's going on down here at the pickleball courts. I keep saying I'm gonna play pickleball. I hadn't ordered the rackets yet. I need to do that. Get my ass back in some shape. It's hard getting in shape or staying in shape here in the Philippines. I don't know, just the island vibe or whatever. It's hard to get motivated, folks. Especially if you have like a girlfriend or something like that. your old want to, you just don't give a shit anymore. Which is sad to say. But if you're single, you know, you kind of get a little motivated. I always did. Kind of like back when you was in high school or whatever. Nothing motivates you better than getting benched. That's what Bobby Knight used to say. That's the greatest motivator in the world, is the bench. Get your ass benched, you get motivated. Well, it's kind of the same way in a relationship. When you're in one, you just, I don't know. Ooh-wee. Look at that burger. Got me some burger. Heated a hamburger and some cabbage and onions. Ooh, it's about to go down, folks. We got us a truckload of screenings or being delivered for a little driveway. Got the Chinese out there directing where to put it. Got me a burger cooked, cup of coffee. Ooh, it's about to go down, folks. Look at that burger. No, I didn't cook that burger in that sandwich maker. I just reheated it. Throw them onions and cabbage on there. Worked perfect. Look there, folks. Getting that truckload dumped. They'll spread that all by hand, just a little shovel, so they backed in there pretty close to where they need it. We'll get all that spread out. Joint effort between us and the Chinese. What is it? You ain't getting none of my hamburger. You're not getting no hamburger. I got this dog spoiled now, folks. I've been feeding him Viennese wings. Now he don't like his rice dog food that she gives him. I don't blame him. Poor guy has been eating rice and fish for so long, he don't even know he's a dog. He thinks he's a cat or sheep. You don't get no hamburger meat. And I'm out of Viennese. I gotta go get some more Viennese. She's a pretty good girl. Pretty good girl. There she goes. Some kind of screenings. Hopefully that'll be good when it rains. We're gonna get us a trail cut through there, have a good parking spot now. That's the coup you're gonna do, the spread with the shovel. And then the ladies from the apartments next door directing. If y'all wondering about Aaron, Aaron's found him a place up in Darwin. I think we're gonna go there tomorrow and sign the contract. He found him a place on the beach for $13,000. That's a little over $200. So $220, something like that. So, yep, gonna go get him situated tomorrow and see how he likes it. Yeah, folks, that brings me to my next point. They say that tourism is down in the Philippines and Southeast Asia in general, but everybody I know that's ever come either can't wait to get back or never left. So I don't know, take that for what it's worth. I've got several buddies, Aaron, Mike can't wait to get back. Mike's going to be here, I think, the end of February. He's going to try the Philippines this time. He tried Thailand last time, loved it. He's going to come to the Philippines. I think he's talking to a gal from around Manila. Hell, he's probably talking to 3 or 4 of them, knowing Mike. But anyway, yeah, he's got him one on the hook over here, or she's got him on the hook, however you want to call it. My buddy from Canada, he's fixing to come back to Thailand. He was over here last year. He stayed for about a month, he's gonna come back. He'll be here. I think he said 28 days. He's got his tickets booked. But yeah, everybody I know absolutely loves it. And this people that's been around, you know, like David. He's been to Cuba. He's been to Mexico. He's been to, you know, these Latin countries. And the Latin countries are beautiful, folks. They really are. I love Mexico. I really do. Last time I was there this last summer, of course, I was about half crippled. You know, I just got through with my surgery and stuff. But it just didn't have the feel after being in Southeast Asia. And there's no comparison to the prices. You know, Mexico, you know, the popular places, they know it's a tourist attraction, and they know they can charge what they want. So the prices have definitely went up. Still a great value for your money coming from the United States or countries like that, but nothing compared to Southeast Asia, folks. All these countries over here are cheap, super cheap. You just get your money goes so far over here. Even when you're trying to be a big baller, us little boys can play with big boys when it comes to just doing what you want over here with the little amount of pesos that you have. Like I say, your money just goes so much further over here. Aaron, he was over here for a couple months till his had a scooter accident, run over a dog, broke his collarbone, screwed himself up. Went home, licked his wounds, you know, healed up, had a couple surgeries, and come back. He's good to go. And when he was here last time, he wasn't really into dating the Filipinas. He dated one or two, but he's more into like the Russian chicks and that sort of thing. But you can find that over here too. Hell, we lived in Valencia, and he found him a Russian up there. But it didn't take him long to realize that they're about like American women. He took her out on a couple of dates, and she just point blank asked him, said, "I've been out with you. Where's my gift?" And he said, "My gift's ass. I am the gift," you know. So I don't know if he's got the Russian ladies off his mind yet. I'm sure he does. But like I say, you know, even he was ready to get back to the United States. But something about the Philippines, it puts something in you where you just can't wait to get back. He even went and lived in Alaska for 11 months, so he was really ready. There's not a whole lot going on in Alaska. I don't know if it's due to the tropical weather or lack thereof, but he was ready to get back to the Philippines, and he's back. And like I say, got him placed in Darwin. We're going to go check that out tomorrow, right on the beach, I think. I hope it's a good location. He sent it to me on a map. It's pretty close to a jetty boat port over there, and I'm just not familiar with the area. I hope he likes it, but you know, even though I think it says Google Maps says it's like 30 minutes from me, from where I'm at, which could take 30 minutes, could take an hour and a half, you know, depends on traffic. But it's only like 10 miles. And I looked it up. I think he's like 10 minutes away from Zamboanga, you know, 10 minutes away from Bacong, 15, 20 minutes away from Valencia, you know, if traffic's all right. So I think he'll like it. And I think he'll just slowly decide that he don't need to be as close or in Dumaguete, because he's going to have everything he needs up there in Darwin. Of course, I'm going to get up there and visit, but I'm going to make him come see me too. I'm not going to be the only one driving up there, but just because it's so hard for me to get, you know, and like I've complained about this 100 times, you know, driving a truck, a pickup, it just takes 3 times longer to get anywhere than riding a motorbike. I guarantee you, when you're in a pickup, these motorbikes just funnel around you like sand. You can be sitting waiting to turn at a stop sign, and you never get anywhere, because while you're waiting on the motorbikes in front of you, them behind you just funnel in and fill in again. So it's frustrating, it really is. And I've told him that. He said, are you gonna come up and see me if I get this? And I said, yeah, about as much as you come see me. So we'll make him keep that in mind. But I don't know. Him being on a motorbike is just much easier because, like I say, you can weave in and out of traffic. But there's something about Southeast Asia that draws you back. I see a bunch of people being kicked out of Thailand because they're getting stricter on their visa policies, and it's not that they're just picking people and kicking them out. It's they're kicking the ones out that are not following the rules. They're just starting to really, tighten up on the immigration deals. And if you're on the right visa, it's no big deal. You can stay all you want. And any country's like that. And then here in the Philippines, I've heard that they're getting a little stricter. Of course, like I said in that other video, you can stay here up to 3 years without leaving. You get a visa on arrival, and you just keep extending it. You just go down, pay you a little $35, and you're good for another month or two. You got to do it 29 days after you're here the first time. But then after that, you can do it every 2 months. You used to could do it every 6 months. I really wish they still had that. That's one thing that Mexico has on all these countries is you get to Mexico, you're good for 6 months. Don't have to leave, don't have to file for an extension, don't have to do nothing. Here, it's pretty easy, but going down to the immigration office does get old. And when you first get here, it seems like you're there all the time because they want you to go a week early to make sure you give yourself enough time. Unless you want to pay an extra 1,000 pesos to get it, the little urgent, expedited or whatever you call it. But after you're here for 24 days, you better get your butt to the immigration office and get you an extension. And then that one's only good for 29 days. And then from then on, you can start doing it 2 months at a time. So it's really easy here. We're going to complain about everything. You know what I mean? No matter what country we're in, whatever the rules are. I'm grateful that it's so easy over here, but at the same time, I'm going to gripe. I gripe about the traffic. I gripe about the noise. But I love it over here. I really do. I wish it wasn't so far from home, but at the same time, I'm so glad it's so far from home because, if it was easy, everybody'd be here. Screw it up for, just screw it up for everybody. So, and when you're over here, you're so close to everything, folks. You're close to Bali. You're close to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. And I've still got a few countries on my list here in Southeast Asia. Laos being one of them. I've been to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia. I've been to these places, and like I say, I've never been to Laos. I've still got that on my go-to list. I've still got some islands here in the Philippines and me and Aaron may make a motorcycle run. When he was here last time, we kept saying that we was going to tour Leyte and Samar and all that, just on our motorbikes, just driving the whole, as far as we can up and down that island or those islands, and we plan on doing that. Try to get that done. I've never been to those, and that's been on my bucket list. And one of these days, I might even try Mindanao, which is kind of the red zone here in the Philippines. A lot of people live there. Matter of fact, one of the safest cities in the Philippines is in Mindanao, but it gets a bad reputation. There are places you don't want to go in Mindanao, but you can find those anywhere. Anyway, folks, I better get off here. Sharina's calling me. She's probably got me on the back of a milk carton by now, so I'll get back to you in a bit. If I don't, this is Prince tripping. Peace.